Book of Enoch Chapter 17. They raised me up into a certain place, where there was the appearance of a burning fire, and when they pleased they assumed the likeness of man. They carried me to a lofty spot, to a mountain, the top of which reached to heaven. And I beheld the receptacles of light and of thunder at the extremities of the place, where it was deepest. There was a bow of fire, and arrows in their quiver, a sword of fire, and every species of lightning. Then they elevated me to a babbling stream, and to a fire in the west, which received all the setting of the sun. I came to a river of fire, which flowed like water, and emptied itself into the great sea westwards. I saw every large river, until I arrived at the great darkness. I went to where all of flesh migrate, and I beheld the mountains of the gloom which constitutes winter, and the place from which issues the water in every abyss. I saw also the mouths of all the rivers in the world, and the mouths of the deep.
In Enoch Chapter 17, we are presented with a vivid and symbolic description of various celestial and natural phenomena. The teachings and insights that can be derived from this passage are largely metaphorical and can be understood in various ways. Here are some possible interpretations and teachings that can be derived from this text. Spiritual revelation and divine manifestation. The text begins with Enoch being raised to a place with the appearance of burning fire, where angelic beings take on human likeness. This can be seen as a representation of divine revelation and the presence of angelic messengers. It emphasizes the idea that spiritual experiences can be both enlightening and transformative. Mountains as symbolic of divine connection. Enoch is carried to a mountain that reaches to heaven. Mountains are often regarded as places of divine encounter in religious traditions. This could symbolize the idea of reaching higher states of consciousness, ascending towards divine truths, and establishing a closer connection with the divine. Receptacles of light and thunder. The imagery of receptacles of light and thunder could suggest the gathering of divine wisdom and power. This might be interpreted as a reminder of God's sovereignty and the awe-inspiring nature of the divine presence, similar to the imagery of God's power in thunder and lightning found in the Bible, e.g., Exodus chapter 19 verse 16. Bow and arrows of fire, sword of fire. These images evoke a sense of divine weaponry. The bow and arrows could represent God's judgments and justice, Psalm chapter 7 verses 12 to 13, while the sword of fire could symbolize the word of God, which is often depicted as a sharp, double-edged sword, Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. Babbling stream and fire in the west. The stream and fire in the west could symbolize the flow of time and the cyclical nature of life. The west is often associated with the setting sun, signifying the end of a day or a cycle. This might reflect on the transient nature of human existence and the inevitability of change. River of fire and great sea. The river of fire emptying into the great sea might symbolize the movement of life from one realm to another, from the earthly realm to the divine or spiritual realm. This could parallel the concept of passing through the waters of life and reaching a greater understanding or union with the divine. Mountains of winter and abyss of water. The mountains of winter could symbolize challenges, hardships, or even the realm of death. The abyss of water might represent the unknown and the depths of existence. This could be a reminder of the trials and tribulations that humans face in life and the importance of seeking spiritual enlightenment even in difficult times. Mouths of rivers and deep. The description of the mouths of all the rivers and the deep could signify the vastness of creation and the interconnectedness of all things. This might reflect on the intricate design of the universe and the wisdom of God as the ultimate source of creation and life, Psalm chapter 104 verses 24 to 30. Transformation and likeness of men. The angelic beings assuming the likeness of men can signify the concept of divine incarnation or embodiment. This imagery might foreshadow the incarnation of Christ, who, according to Christian theology, is the perfect union of divinity and humanity, serving as a bridge between the two realms. The power of fire and light. The presence of fire and light can represent divine illumination, knowledge, and purification. Fire is often used as a symbol of divine presence and purification, as seen in passages like 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verses 13 to 15, where works are tested by fire. This imagery emphasizes the transformative power of encountering divine truth. The river of fire and baptism. The river of fire could evoke the idea of a refining fire, as mentioned in Malachi chapter 3 verses 2-3. This purification process is reminiscent of the concept of baptism, where water symbolizes cleansing and spiritual rebirth. The river of fire flowing into the Great Sea might allude to the spiritual journey leading to a union with the divine. The deep and wisdom of God. The concept of the deep, where all the rivers converge, can signify the profound wisdom of God that underlies all creation. This recalls the depth of God's understanding and knowledge, which is unsearchable. Romans chapter 11 verse 33. The merging of all rivers might suggest the unity and interconnectedness of divine truths. Mysteries of creation and hidden knowledge. The reference to the mouths of all the rivers and the deep could also imply the vastness of divine mysteries and the hidden knowledge that lies beneath the surface of reality. This could inspire seekers to explore the depths of spirituality and pursue a deeper understanding of God's creation. Harmony of elements and divine order. The various natural elements described, such as fire, water, mountains, and abyss, reflect the divine order and harmony present in creation. This could remind readers of God's creative power, as described in Genesis chapter 1, where God brings order to chaos and establishes the natural world. Journey through spiritual realms. Enoch's journey through different landscapes and phenomena could symbolize the spiritual journey of seeking higher truths. Just as Enoch moves through various realms, individuals on their spiritual journey encounter different stages of understanding and connection with the divine. Appreciating the majesty of God. The awe-inspiring descriptions of celestial phenomena underscore the majesty of God's creation and the divine realm. This encourages believers to approach their faith with reverence and wonder, recognizing the magnificence of the Creator. The metaphor of light and darkness. The imagery of light and darkness serves as a common motif throughout religious literature. It can symbolize the duality of good and evil, knowledge and ignorance. This passage may prompt readers to reflect on their own lives and choose the path of spiritual enlightenment over darkness. Enoch Chapter 17 offers a tapestry of symbols that evoke a range of spiritual teachings and insights. Its vivid descriptions provide opportunities for reflection on divine presence, transformation, purification, interconnectedness, and the continuous journey toward greater understanding. The chapter invites readers to interpret its rich imagery in ways that resonate with their own spiritual beliefs and experiences. As we conclude this exploration of the teachings within Enoch Chapter 17, we've delved into a world of vivid symbolism and profound metaphor. From the fiery revelations to the flowing rivers of transformation, these images paint a tapestry of spiritual insights that invite us to contemplate the divine in our lives. Just as Enoch journeyed through mountains, rivers, and abysses, so too do we embark on our own spiritual journeys, seeking higher truths and a deeper connection with the divine. The flames of wisdom, the streams of purification, and the mysteries of creation remind us of the intricate beauty that surrounds us, encouraging us to approach life with awe and reverence. As we ponder the bow of fire and the sword of light, may we remember the power of divine justice and the transformative nature of the Word. And when faced with the mountains of challenge and the depths of darkness, let us find solace in the rivers of fire that lead us to a greater understanding. In this journey, let us embrace the harmony of elements, the dance of light and darkness, and the unity of all truths. Just as the mouths of rivers converge into the deep, may our hearts and minds converge into a greater understanding of the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. As you continue on your own spiritual path, may these teachings from Enoch Chapter 17 serve as guiding lights, leading you towards a deeper connection with the divine and a profound appreciation for the majesty of creation. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking insights. Until next time, may your journey be illuminated by the fires of wisdom and the rivers of transformation.